Apex Legends, invented February 4th, 2019 by Respawn Entertainment. After EA showed up at their door one day and was like, hey, you know that game you're working on that's part of a series your studio is most well known for? Well, stop doing that, make Fortnite. Continuing EA's long tradition of asking people to do things they're not suited to or have any interest in doing. If you're going to jump into a market that's already got good popular options, the only way you're going to make any sort of impact is if you're able to both stand out on your own and be good in your own right. I guess that's kind of hypocritical coming from me, but whatever. So Respawn made the bold choice of making something not shit, and instead making something pretty good. A lot of things about Apex Legends are pretty good. One of the biggest in my opinion is that there was zero promotion before the game. You might be thinking if no one hears about a thing before it's released, that'll probably hurt its sales, and fair enough. But could you imagine the response if the Titanfall boys announced that they were making not Titanfall 3? There'd be pandemonium, riots in the street consisting of the 40 people that play Titanfall, and calls for execution. Also by doing this, they managed to avoid the pitfall of overhyping something and then having it fall flat on its face. That's why I don't talk about upcoming videos anywhere other than my Patreon, so the only people I disappoint are those who give me money. Wait, that's a terrible plan. And fellas, how often has a girl told you she's gonna drain your soul out of your urethra, and then gives you 3 minutes of mid-tier head, says her jaw hurts and that she's tired, then kicks you out of your own house? Never, because we're all incels here, but that situation is very disappointing, hypothetically. Another benefit to the game is its diverse cast of characters. Everyone playing a game wants a character that they can relate to. And while normally you can create relatable characters by giving them personality, goals, a struggle to face, and other normal human things, when you're making a battle royale, you don't have time for all that nuanced shit. So you go with the next best tactic, and that is painting at least one character the same color as anyone you expect to play your game. As such, Apex Legends features a black woman, a white guy, literally the whitest woman I have ever seen, another black woman, Mark Hunt, this Scandinavian guy who isn't even real, he's just a bunch of crows stuffed into a bad ghillie suit, Peabody from Portal, and finally, the character I personally relate to the most, this absent-minded, racially and sexually ambiguous guy. What is he, black? Hispanic maybe? Maybe whatever Raul Coley is? Might even just be a tanned white guy with access to a curling iron. Who knows? Another huge benefit is that you don't need to speak to anyone in this game. Rather than having to engage in pointless conversation, you can just aggressively ping things and get your point across just as well. Also, they circumvent the main pitfall of Battle Royale games, which is spending 10 minutes trying to find a decent weapon by just giving you 30 of the best weapon right at the start. And now let's get to the bad things about Apex Legends. Although you don't need to talk, some Neanderthals still feel the need to do so. Side note, I found the mute button, so this downside can be wiped away. It's not Titanfall 3, and it's published by EA. And that's it. That's all I have to say about Apex Legends. I would give it a score, but this isn't a review, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I give this game a solid please make Titanfall 3 out of I would rather have Titanfall 3 instead of being able to see my children. And now, I'd like to give a shout out to some of my patrons. Abstract, Autu, Eitz Kodal, Ben, Citrus L Thrust, Cole, Colin Fire Sr., Cutright, Disco Killa, Dr. Nevermore, Magnum, Philippe, Florida Boy, Hank, I love it when you call me Smiggy Balls Forever 911, Jeb Should Have Won, Juice Goose, Kilogallon, Maximilian, Messiah Complex, Michael, Mohammed, Lil Gimp, Nathan J, Nick F, Rain, Richie, Rodrigo, Scott, Informed, Seba Esbob, Siegfang, Snaku Wu, The Holy Spirit, Thomas, Titty Fuck the Lasagna, Warrior, and Young Daddy Issues.